We got a good review, a good project we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Osee G7 monitor. But before we get started, I got to ask you guys, if you're not liked or subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, click below. You're going to see the bell icon, the subscribe button, all of that below. Let's get into the review. All right, so like I said, we're here to talk about the Osee G7 monitor. It is a 16 by 10, 1920 by 1200 7-inch display. It can display up to 16.77 million colors and is extremely bright at 3000 nits with a 1200:1 contrast ratio. It can also DSLR scale from the Canon 5D Mark II if you're still shooting that, and the 7D. The screen can also auto rotate between 0 degrees and 180 degrees, and the image can rotate the same. Other features include a built-in speaker along with headphone jacks for audio and monitoring. The monitor also has a built-in remote jack along with dual HDMI and SDI ports for both video in and out. It can be powered by either DC input with the included power cable, which has interchangeable plugs for international use. It can also be powered by a Sony NP-F type battery, which obviously aren't included, and by, finally, a D-tap cable for powering from a camera's V-mount or gold mount battery. Let's talk about image tools. This monitor has a ton of tools, and here are just a few of the many that are available. The monitor can easily be controlled through its onboard menu system and hardware joystick located right here. Super false color is an exposure monitoring tool which can display underexposed, overexposure, 18% gray, skin tone indicators, and this mode is calculated from camera curves and up to 16 log curves, including but not limited to S-Log3, ARRI Rec 709, red log film, and red RG4. So that's red gamma 4. You can do pan and zoom on any displayed image using the joystick. It can store up to 8 scenes with 8 different image tools for quick switching of needed tools. For example, I use this all the time. In one scene can be set up with visible scopes and waveforms all over here, and then you can switch the scene and have your false color and exposure assist tools. This is very useful on set, especially when you have a lot of things going on. It's capable of displaying de-squeezed anamorphic images from the most common anamorphic lens types, including 1x, 1.33x, 1.5x, 1.66, and 2x. It features a crosshatch pattern that can display grids in 2x2 all the way to 9x9 patterns. With level adjustable zebras, you can set precise and custom zebras from 1 to 100 IRE. So say you're doing skin tones and you need a zebra pattern just to make sure your skin tones are exposed correctly. You can set up between 53 and 65, depending on the skin color, that pattern directly into the monitor. The RGB3 color focus assist gives you the functions to choose from red, white, green, or blue to get precision focus adjustable in increments from 1 to 10 levels of precision. It also has the option to turn the background into black and white. So your focus assist will give you a black background but still keep the colored choice of what you're using to focus assist with. It has built-in 3D Luts, which can have up to 33 types of D-Log 3D Luts, including, to name a few, Sony V-Log, Log-C, Red Log, and BMD for conversion to Rec 709. It supports high dynamic range images and can be displayed if your monitor is actually shooting and supporting HDR images. It also has user-supported 3D Luts that can be uploaded via the built-in SD card reader, which is on this side. There are several video analysis tools, including waveform, vector scope, histogram, and audio level meters, all of which can be resized and positioned in predefined locations on your screen, mainly in your corners and your top and bottoms. So here's my overall thoughts. I think that's the most important thing, and we probably should have started with this. But this has been my go-to camera monitor for the past several months. Its performance is beyond what I expected. The brightness of this monitor lives up to every ounce of hype. I have shot with this monitor at midday here in the bright Texas summer sun and had no need to use the included or monitor hood. There is a learning curve to some of the tools, such as super false color mode and focus assist. But once you got those dialed in, it's like any other camera monitor and it's flawless. When set to the highest brightness, it can be a little bit of a battery hog, but 3000 nits, it's kind of to be expected. At mid brightness, the battery consumption is as normal as any other monitor on the market. The monitor comes with a few more accessories than I had expected, including a very durable case, a screw articulating arm, DC power cables, D-tap cables, V-mount battery plate, and a sturdy and collapsible foldable monitor hood. The overall construction of this monitor and its lightweight makes it a durable and outstanding monitor. There are a few issues I have with the monitor. First, I would like to see future iterations to have SDI pass through to HDMI ports. As a Red Komodo shooter, I still have to use a SDI to HDMI converter to get video to HDMI devices. The menu system can be overwhelming at first. Many functions I still haven't dived into. Lastly, better documentation or video tutorials on using each function would be great. That being said, I think for its price point, this is one of the best on-camera monitors and a great confidence monitor for live streaming or video switching. I use this as my confidence monitor on my videos for my podcast. I look forward to seeing and using other Osee products in the future. Let me tell you, this thing lives up to all the hype. It's lightweight. My one accessory issue is I'm not a big fan of their screw articulating arm. It's just something that I personally don't get a lot of use out of, and it doesn't seem to sit very well inside this cold shoe on the 8-sin. Maybe it's the 8-sin cage that has an issue where it's not getting tight enough in here. Other than that, there's really nothing bad I can say about this monitor. I really do look forward to seeing other Osee monitors. I would love to get my hands on some of their field/production monitors, the 22-inch. I think that's another 3000 nit monitor, which would be great for short films I have coming up early next year. So you guys, thanks for watching this, and I can't wait to start doing more and more videos. Become inspired. I have to thank my friend Scott Balcom for really pushing me. We're going to do great things on this channel. We're going to do great things on my podcast channel. Go look for The Modern Ronin, or go look for After the Battle Campfire on iTunes for that podcast. We talk with veterans and deal with some veterans issues. We also are going to start talking short films here. We're going to do live streams. We've got so much planned in the future. So come back. Again, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow us on social media. Look for me on Facebook. I'll add links in the description below. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this.